Hey, alright, here we are playing Minecraft with another Faithless Adventure. This time we're going to start out with the vanilla textures on, and then we'll move into the Faithless textures after a little while. Right off the bat, you can see that, the chest doesn't have the little split in it. The gunpowder is just a little pile, as opposed to the Faithless texture, which has like a little like thing underneath it. It I when I was playing, it's usually what catches my eye is the gunpowder itself not having the little paper, I guess, underneath it to hold the powder. I'm not 100% sure. Um, uh, but that's life. Sometimes you just gotta sound ridiculous. And in the vanilla textures, you see that the discs are colored in the center, and they just look like your regular discs. Down here is our little mob farm. We haven't done anything with it yet, but we are prepared to do something later on. Go ahead, throw a few chests up that we've picked up out of the mob farm, and we'll just skip around as we go. We'll zoom through some things as the game progresses. Chop down some trees. We're gonna need lots of wood to do things, mostly for getting the furnace going and torches. We come cruising down here. This is almost a perfect staircase to start working on going down. But I had other plans. As we cruise over this way, we can see that there is a naturally forming cave, and it is extensive, big old cave. Snag some of the sweet coal, and we went and looked for just around the surrounding area a little bit. We went one direction just to see if there's like anything nearby right away that would be useful. Another ruined portal, or a sunken ship, or a village, or who knows. I mean, we found a double spawner like right on the surface, just a couple blocks below the surface, which was amazing. So you never know what you'll find in Minecraft. And we've been chowing down on this rotten meat, and it's working. It's doing the job. I didn't really want to set up too much farming at this point, or penning the animals. I haven't been killing them just because I figured, might as well, pen them up when I can. But, we're not dead from hunger yet, so let's just keep, working with the food that we got, kind of type deal. We got plenty of coal to start making some torches. We'll do a little itty bitty bit of farming, so we'll put down some melons and some of this wheat that we got here, and the sugar cane, and trying to decide what we're gonna do, like rather build over top the spawner, or maybe just a little bit of ways. And I decided to go ahead and do it just a little bit of ways. So what I'm thinking is on the top of that green pasture, where I put a couple blocks up and a torch, I'm gonna start a ladder going down to bedrock to see if I can get some sweet diamonds. And there's a little bit of surrounding caves around here. I had to take out a creeper and whatnot. Got some more coal, a little bit of copper, and all that's going to be good for torches and keeping the furnace going. Processing materials. There's a significant cave system around nearby that I figure we're going to have to light up eventually. And now I've already switched over to Faithless now, and we'll continue on with Faithless from now on. As we keep on going, I'll slow down and snag the resources, but then everything else will be pretty much just sped up. We got our first diamonds cruising down into this cave without actually having to make our downward tunnel, digging straight down. which we will do here in a little bit. This is just kind of a scout out whether, when we start tunneling down, if we run into the big cave, we'll at least know, like, the general area of escape, so we can follow our torches to get out if we fall down into it. And there's all of our goodies in the Faithless textures that we all love and enjoy. You can see that everything's got its own, like, little twist to it, and it definitely makes it pop. It's like, you could easily not get the difference between many different items in vanilla Minecraft, and if you were color deficient in any kind of type way, or maybe even if you had, like, some funky stuff on your glasses, you'd be checking it out, and all of a sudden, like, hey, I can't see what's going on in the game. It's a little weird, but you got the Faithless textures on, boom, you know what's going on. You're like, no, this is completely different. And as we continue down our little hole, we light it up just a little bit, just so that we can break up the monotony of the long tunnel going down with the ladder. These are usually faster when you speed them up with some water tubes going down and up. Those water elevators are pretty handy. They're fast, and usually can get you back and forth no problem. This copper here, we're going to end up with a ton of copper, and we don't even have any of the fortune on our axe right now, our pickaxe. So, and we clear up the sides a little bit and just keep working our way down. We get into the first section of the cave. We keep getting some more iron. And this first section of the cave is gonna have plenty of stalagmites and stuff, which is great. We haven't run into any moss as of yet, so we're not into the lush parts of any of the caves, but we have run into our stalagmites and stalactites, and then the block. And it was at this moment that I realized that I had left the music on in the game, and more than likely I'd probably get the copyright claimed on something, because I can't remember which songs are copyright claimed now on Minecraft. So it's almost better just not have any of them in there, and unless you know for sure what you're doing, which I don't. This little section here of copper really surprised me. I seen a couple just below where the lava had touched the bottom of this cave, and I figured I could snag a couple of them. But as I kept picking away at it, it just kept revealing more and more copper. And this turns into quite the vein, really. These veins of ore is so refreshing to get into. Of course, I didn't get into any great big veins of diamonds, just a oneer and a twoer. That still, leads me to, have hope. When you come across something this thick in copper, and it's almost like you're running into the original coal sections of ore, which were quite extensive in the past. We're rocking our gold gear, all stuff that we scored out of the ruined portal, multiple, and we just keep using our stone pickaxe. These have really great durability, and easy to make. We have the resources for it. Be a little too quick to go through the iron at this moment in time. We don't have any anvil or and the other supporting things. We got our first lapis there. Get some more iron here, and then we get blown up by, oh man, a creeper. And it was such a weird situation too, because I thought I had everything kind of lit up around me, but there was a kind of a little bit of a cave right above me. That was, I think, the culprit. I think he just hopped out of it. Could be wrong. I don't have the replay mod on this one for the latest snapshot. When here's our long ladder down. It used to be a point of contention for me, playing Minecraft and dying and losing my stuff. But now I'm pretty comfortable with it. The rage quit thing is a kind of a thing of a past. I got an arrow in the back of my head, for looks. I can see that that iron smelted that we kept in our inventory, and I can see that down there. There's some more copper in our stone there. There's some more iron up there in the ceiling. But I just wanted to get around here and light this stuff up. Look out for that hole in the ground. Get up and grab some more resources, and then block off this little section here so that we don't get sniped by skeletons and whatnot, and keep working our way down after we grab some more of this delightful iron that was just around the base of this our tunnel here. And just keep doing a little bit of lighting, keep moseying down, blocking off our ladder so that we can go. You can see I got the checkerboard feet, a little sleep, take care of a couple creepers, grab some, there's some of that, there's a friendly spider. They have been de-arachnophobia'd for your pleasure. If you want some real nightmare fuel, load in the Space Odyssey texture pack on Bedrock, and the spiders on there are horrific. Just nightmare fuel. Now I'm trying to make some of the supporting tables and stuff like that you would make to make blocks special. But I need to get more trees, and more trees require wood, so we do a bunch more chopping. Don't necessarily do any more replanting, but we did some more chopping, head back down, and start working our way down. We're not even safe working our way down anymore. We were just going for it, but we made it to Bedrock down there. I knew we had to be close. I didn't check or anything, but after we went through those two big caves, I figured there wasn't going to be any more big caves below us, and I decided to risk it and just go straight down. I didn't have too much important things on me, so if there was lava, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. And here we are starting to, get our branch mine kind of type deal set up. I like to build a little hole, around the ladder to start with, just to, get some space, get an idea of what the resources are, just in the general vicinity of where I'm at. And trying my best to do a little third person mining, and it's a little bit of trippy, but it does the job. Look at that smile. How could you not like that smile? Well, yeah, anybody could not like that smile, but anyway, like the smile. And deep slate, just cruising along, snagging that up, and then we go up a block so that we're standing on a 1-block roof of where the last place we were, and we just go ahead and work our way around as well, lighting it up as we go. And then I usually start a little tunnel path out and see where that'll take me. This is where we find our second set of diamonds. Just digging out this gravel is so easy to dig with a shovel. It's almost worth it just when you run into a little pocket to to clear out what you can so that you can see if there's like some surrounding resources, and it turned out to be the case in this situation. And we're that puts us at 3 diamonds for our guy, so we can build a diamond pickaxe when we get back. I like to cruise around lava pits, like the edges of them, to see if I can score some sweet diamonds. We found redstone. Not bad. I struggle to use redstone. It's just my weakness is really not automating anything. I just tend to just do everything manually. The last time I used redstone was probably to make like what was it? The compass for the clock. And that's pretty much it. I've never made a flying machine. I've never really made anything that uses a piston before. We're getting a decent stack of stuff here. We've got some materials. If we make a diamond pickaxe, we can go and harvest some obsidian. I was torn whether I should bucket lava into a lava pool and make another portal, or bring the lava portal back up. So bring the lava up and then build it block by block by throwing some lava down, putting some water on it, and making ourselves a little portal somewhere. But there is that ruin portal nearby, and so I was keeping that in mind as well. I was thinking I might as well just make my diamond pickaxe, head over there, snag that out of the water, and then use that to make a portal. I wasn't thinking about doing a regular portal. I was thinking about doing a bigger one. Typically I just make like the standard, just the stock basic portal, but this time around I want to make it one brick wider than I normally do. So I mean, that's not necessarily the most adventurous thing you can possibly do in this situation. It is one of the things you can do, though. We're eating some nice melon. It's very good for you. It's sweet. And then we're over here. We're going to work on pulling up this ruined portal remnants, and we're going to use the pieces that we get from it to start building a little place of sanctuary for ourselves. So we went up to our little pasture where we had dug our hole, and then we're going to go ahead and start using all the pieces to build around our ladder down to our cave spot. And I typically do this on almost any playthrough where I find resources, and then I just use what I got to build what is available. And then later on, if it needs it, I'll go back through and change things out and try to make it look a little more special in some sort of way. I'm not a particularly good builder. I'm not a particularly good survivalist. I'm not particularly good at anything in Minecraft. But I do enjoy playing it. So I think that's the most important prerequisite, is just to have fun while you're doing it. I love sitting underwater on the magma cubes and breathing from them. It feels good and refreshing. Once again, we're back at the spot with our portal remnants, and we're just adding the pieces down. Gonna put slabs down on the top part right before you get to the ladder, some stairs as you lead up to it, and then the full blocks around the outside edge. And then from here I plan on building it up vertically in kind of a square formation. Nothing adventurous about that, but it'll be our square formation. And as I look around here, I see that there's a little bit of a divot in the land next to me. I could have worked with it, but I decided to fill that part in, and then kind of trim around the outside edges of this little island of on this plateau. There's lots of flowers in this area, and a lot of the trees in the surrounding biome have the bees' nests on them. I noticed when we went on that earlier little run that there was plenty of bees and bees' nests nearby. So I'll be able to snag those at some point in time and bring them back this way and utilize them in some sort of farming setup. Start gathering some honey blocks and some wax. We'll have plenty of copper to do something with as we play. It was a pretty good score on that ruined portal. As we were digging around it, we found 2 gold blocks. And that's been happening to me more and more so lately, that I don't see the the gold block on the portal itself, but underneath it somewhere. And I'm not opposed. You can just spend some time. I like to gather the netherrack from the ruined portal. Sometimes I'll get all of it at some point in time and clear the area of it as if it wasn't there and move it to the place that I desire. My last snapshot playthrough, I popped through on my first nether portal into the nether about 60 blocks above the lava and just a floating portal. That wasn't very good. And it was a decision to want to go back in after that because it wasn't very inviting. So the idea is I'm going to staircase it up on the 4 corners, and then I'm going to build a frame of netherrack around the outside edges of it, and leaving a space in between the bottom base and that outside frame that I'm going to fill with glass after I get some sand and make glass and stain it. I'm not sure of the color yet. And then we'll do a case of deep slate, like chiseled deep slate, as like kind of the case, and then do the walls in some kind of material that I've yet to decide upon. Typically, it's whatever else I have that I have a lot of. Currently, I only have lots of deep slate. And so we got a 3 bottom on our portal here. We're going to use some deep slate for corners, just so that we can stretch out our obsidian. I didn't really have enough to make the size of portal that I wanted to, but we can always go back through and change it or not. It all depends. We could throw some of that crying obsidian in the corners if we wanted to for looks. The last bedrock world that we made, I was trying to build rocket ship as my base. It wasn't going very well. I was refusing to light up the surrounding area, and I kept getting blown up by creepers around the base of the rocket ship pretty regularly. And I've seen somebody say that skeletons can't set off creepers, and I'd highly disagree, because I swear, man, skeletons are setting off creepers all the time. So, like, I'd be standing on the edge of my base, fishing on a pond nearby from the top of my base, and the creepers and the skeletons and the zombies and stuff, they'll be all stacked up at the base of it, and then the skeleton will try to shoot up at me every once in a while, and he'll hit a creeper, and I guess he'll do it a couple times, and then the creeper will go off, and it'll be right at the base of my spaceship. And inside the spaceship, right behind that first wall, was all my chests. So blow up all my chests. So I don't know, and then let all the guys in, say hello. So we make our choices, and we live with them, I guess. We're using that really cool netherrack. I really enjoy it. It's got that nice interlocking intestine worm looking structure, lines. It just really flows for me. And coming back this way, we'll see that we're working on our staircasing part of the corners. And I'm hollowing out just the outside edge. And I haven't figured out what all the filler pieces are going to be yet. You can always add to and gob on to a structure to give it some flavor. There'll be some things that get changed out, but we're just going for the basics, trying to get it, to be, something besides just a portal and some chests sitting on the ground. Most likely we'll take this up a few more stories. Oh, hey, look, it's a wandering trader, and we don't have any emeralds, but I do need those leads, so giving, and I'll even take any leather that you got too. We'll probably take it up a few more stories. I kind of like the idea of just making it a little bit wider and a little bit wider as I go. And then maybe rounding off the top or something. Doing something with the top. Different than I have before. That's the idea. Try to do something a little bit different, but, not so different that we don't recognize what we're working on. We got the little pogger face block here. The chiseled deep slate, and it's going to be our outer edge frame for the bottom part of the portal housing here, and where the ladder goes down. And we'll take it up around the outside edge of the portal, and then we'll also go and make the four corners and the top part of the frame of this little structure. We'll even put a band through the center of it, and then I think we'll do glass so that we could see up and around as we from the outside. We might do like an inner border on the inside of the walls, and then put windows in the middle of that inner border. I like being able to look around and see what's going on outside. Typically, whenever it rains in Minecraft, I like to have my fishing pole ready, and I like to go fishing. It's one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft, just go fishing. It's, not a lot in fishing has changed. But I really like the sound of rain. It's peaceful for me. And, it's a good thing. It's not so bad. I'm not even 100% sure my base is symmetrical at all right now. But it is what it is. We'll throw some ladders down on each side of the portal, and then these will be our go-to method for going up and down to get up to this upper section. Here's that middle part I was talking about. So we'll make this about as wide as the portal, going over to the edge, and then either side of it we'll be doing glass to fill it in. And we're gonna need to light this up as well. I'm looking back on this, I think I didn't light up the top, so we're gonna have some creepers dropping in on us at some point in time, blowing us up. We only needed one more obsidian to get this portal started, and we actually have that in our chest. We can go pull that out of our chest and go bring it back here. and that'll be no big deal. So that we can go check out what's going on in the Nether, see if there's a fortress nearby or a bastion, or who knows, and see where we are, when it comes to this next part. We got our flint and steel. We grabbed one obsidian with us, took a little nap, headed back over to our spot. Boom, lit our portal, and it's time to go inside. And go ahead and switch our audio track over, and we're using the free YouTube music. The titles and author are in the description below on the YouTube video. We're gonna go ahead and take almost everything out of our inventory, because more often than not we die right off the bat in some strange situation in the Nether. It just happens every time. And we got ourselves a piglin that came through the portal right off the bat. So that's a good sign. That means that there's like a land nearby. I think. I could be wrong. That could just be a mechanical thing. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not even 50% sure. But here we are. We're in the Crimson part of the Nether, and we'll throw up what we got for cobblestone to protect our portal, but I don't think we're gonna have to worry about gas nearby. Our main problem is going to be making this so that it's necked in, so that we can't get pigs coming through the door. We're going to need to go ahead and scavenge. What I'm looking for right now is mushrooms, so I can see one right over there. We need those blue-green mushrooms to keep the pigs away. So we grab some of those to keep around the portal, and we're going to go ahead and take the materials that we found just along the other side of it, the portal, and we're going to start stylizing the frame of this, just to use them up and get the vines growing, and add some character to what we're building. Take the things that we find and use them right away, because I really don't have a preconceived plan ever on how to make things. So I just kind of throw things down and let the little happy accidents happen. We'll use these as kind of like a little entry, like a guide, like, oh yeah, we're going this way to get back here. And we'll kind of have these go straight down. We'll make the path a little bit cleaner as we go, and even things out as we can. We'll step the landscape a little bit better as we go. I just wanted to get these out of my inventory pretty much, just to give it the little shot that it needed. And we can see that there's, to me, it doesn't look so bad. It looks kind of like a fun, inviting place to go to. And there we are. Ta-da! We're working on it. It's a place. It's our home. And we're back at our spawner. Thanks for joining me. This has been Faithless Adventure number 2. Alright. Later.